Number 3 on the list comes from Wrestlemania 23, and this was a very crazy Money in the Bank match. They exceeded the past few ones. I thought that it was a very, very excellent worked match. Mr. Kennedy was able to climb up there and grab the Money in the Bank briefcase, which I thought was going to slingshot him up to the top of the WWE. Of course, everybody knows the story now with Mr. Kennedy getting injured days after they told him that if he got to Monday Night Raw, he was going to cash in on The Undertaker and become the new champion. Basically, because of his injury, he had to have a match where he handed the briefcase over to Edge to go on to do it. But these guys beat the hell out of each other. You had proven guys in there like Randy Orton that had been champion before. Randy Orton got his spot where he just went crazy, just handing out RKOs to everyone. And then you had a whole bunch of guys that were just hungry to get up to the top. One of the biggest spots that came out of this match, I hated when I watched this match live. Of course, that's the match that's pictured above, which was Jeff Hardy climbing to the top of the ladder and putting Edge through a ladder on the outside, basically having both guys taken out of the match and taken to the back. This is another spot that I hated that Kofi Kingston did against Drew McIntyre. If you have a chance to climb up to the top of the ladder, it means you have a good chance of grabbing the Money in the Bank briefcase, which would end the match and slingshot your career to the top of the WWE, having a shot against the champion at any time you need. It does not make sense to me. I know that the Hardys go back to 2005. Matt Hardy is on the outside, rooting his brother on as he goes through the table, then just looking at the carnage and just disbelief. But even though you hate this guy so bad and you love to hurt this guy by putting him through the ladder on the outside, that's hung from the mat over to the ring boards that separate the fans, the barriers that keep the fans from getting into the ring. This ain't PWG here, but it's just crazy to me that they would take a spot like this. Everybody, put up, and I thought that like King Booker and Finlay were a little bit of weird names they put in there, but they were able to add to the match. CM Punk having his, I think this is his rookie Wrestlemania experience. He was able to get in there. Of course, the next year he would be able to win the big one, so you can see that he was on the uprise. But number 3 on the list, Wrestlemania 20.